The first thing that a priest must have is compassion. In our parish work, we come across people with different problems and with different pains, and we feel sometimes helpless. And I feel that the program of the CPE prepares us better, and it makes for a better, more effective pastor. I was a student at the Episcopal Theological Seminary in Cambridge, and there I learned that the CPE program is part of the theological education, and one before graduating would have to participate in this program. I did not know what CPE meant, Clinical Pastoral Education, which involved working in a hospital or any other such institution where health service are offered. I enrolled after the second year I was in the seminary. I was really young. In fact, I was the youngest person in the team. I didn't know much about myself, I must say. And I felt not only bewildered, but also I felt inadequate at first. The first day I went, I showed up 9 o'clock and the chaplain was explaining the program. I said, what did I get myself into? And I could tell that it's not going to be very easy. But then I also felt that I'm going to do my best to do the best in this program. And I learned a great deal. About 5 to 10 candidates in this program formed a team, and under the supervision of a leader who was experienced chaplain himself, we went around visiting the patients. And I felt that I could learn from the faith and the skill and the knowledge and the experience of other people who are participating in the program. I felt I could learn from the patients themselves. Sometimes a patient shows such tremendous Christian, deep, profound faith that you get inspired, you feel humble. And I've found myself being touched by some patients, the way they handle suffering, pain. And I have wept with them because I have felt the depth of their pain. The program was so stimulating that I felt I came away learning a great deal and matured. And I felt that my bishop should know about that. Archbishop Tiran Mirzoyan was the primate of the diocese. He liked the report that was given to him. He said, our clergy should be doing this, all of them. It was requested that they participate in this very useful program. I think the problems we face in this society being more complex, society itself being more complex and having its challenging aspects, it is important for a clergyman to go through this experience in order to be strengthened and to be fortified, to deal with people with their, not only their problems, and life is not only problems, but also to be able to share. A priest is a sharer, one who shares other people's both joys and their sad experiences. And for the priest to be there for the congregation is a blessing, both for the priest and the congregation. Sometimes when a priest visits a patient in a hospital, the patient is not ready to receive a priest. The patient may be upset with God. The patient says, I don't want you. I don't need your prayer. And this has happened to me, and that's a very difficult situation to handle. And unless you pray, unless you have spiritual strength and faith, you cannot handle such situations. It's difficult to start conversation with a patient. When you go to the patient, sometimes he feels so turned off that he's looking the other way. And how are you going to turn that face toward you? Not necessarily with the skill, but also with the love. And many times what I can give and what I can do is not sufficient. I need to depend upon the love and the healing power of our Lord Jesus Christ. Without Him, I don't think our efforts can be that effective.
Այժմ եւ միշտ եւ հավիտյանս հավիտենից ամեն։
Օրհնյալ Տեր մեր Հիսուս Քրիստոս ամեն։ Հայր մեր, որ հերգենես ես։ Clinical Pastoral Education is a program that helps you become a better person. I will even dare to say a bigger person, so to speak. And judging from the time I entered, the first day in that program, and the time I left at the conclusion, I had already experienced tremendous growth, and I was so grateful for it. I felt that the person I left behind, and now I have become a more self-reliant and more mature kind of person. I suffered with the sufferer. I felt the pain of the person who was feeling pain. And I felt joyful when the person became well and went home. There is nothing like being able to experience something firsthand and learn from it. And the hospital visitation and the visitation to families and being called upon to help people in need, all are occasions for the clergyman to come forth and let himself be an instrument in the hand of the Lord, and to be able to do this with faith and with conviction and with feeling is a marvelous experience and gift that the priest can use. You learn where you can make yourself a better person, a better servant of the Lord.